Hi, welcome to Block 4, Working in the Cartesian Plane, Lesson 3. In today's lesson, you would learn to recognize and use the line y equal x. In your previous lesson, you learned how to identify and draw parallel lines to the x and y axis. Before we start, I would like you to pause the video and answer these retrieval practice questions in 3 minutes. Assuming you've paused the video and you've answered these questions, here are the answers. Let's discuss them. So here you were asked to write down the coordinates of a point on the line y equal 51. Well, the line y equal 51 will always have y equal to 51. So regardless of what coordinate you write, pair of coordinates, the second number will always be 51. So this position here could take a number, but that will always be 51. Next, we were asked to write down the coordinates of a point on the line x equal negative 12. So the line x equal negative 12 will have the first number being negative 12 all the time. So this number here could be any number. It could even be 1 million. Next, we were asked to sketch the graph of y equal to negative 9. So y equal to negative 9 would mean drawing a very simple coordinate, and then you identify negative 9 on the coordinate, and then just draw a horizontal line through it, because y will always be negative 9 on that line. Next, we were asked to sketch the graph x equal to 8. X equal to 8 would be 8 on the x-axis and a vertical line going through it, because x will always be 8 on that line. It's now time to do some new learning. What do you know about all the points on the line x equal to 10? Well, by now you know that all the values would always be 10. For the first number, if we were to write a pair of coordinates, the first number will always be 10. What about the line y equal to 10? Well, if we were to write a pair of coordinates, the value for the second number in the pair of coordinates will always be 10. So the y coordinate is always equal to 10. But what about the points on the line y equal x? What do you think? Well, think about it. Each of these points you see here lie on the line y equal x. Why do we say that? And how would you complete this coordinate? Give it a go. Well, assuming you've, had a try, here is what we'll get. If y is equal to x, then it means whatever y is, x is also that number. So here are the values. Okay? So y is equal to x. It means whatever x is, y is. And whatever y is, x is that number as well. Now, if we were to plot this on a graph, here is what we'll get. By now, you know how to plot coordinates. If you do not know, please refer to our first lesson. And that should be our line. So notice that the line goes from the bottom left to the top right, and it goes through the origin. So that is the line y equal x. But what about this line? Is this also the line y equal x? Yes, it is. The only thing that has changed compared to this one is that we have changed the scale. So here, for the x-axis, the scale has changed. But it is still the line y equal x. But what's the same and what's different? Well, what's different really is that the scale has changed for the x-axis, but the line is still the line y equal x. Take, for example, this point here. If we look at the value of x, which is -1, we can see that the corresponding value of y is -1. So starting from 0, we have to go across -1, and we have to go down -1 to get to this point here. Let's even look at this one. Let's imagine we picked a point here. We're starting from 0, which we always do. To get to the point here, we have to go across 1 before going up 1 to get to this point. If you're enjoying your learning, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the love. Share your learning with others and the resources you're using to learn. By doing so, you help us grow our mission to educate children around the world in maths education. Pause video and answer question 1 in 2 minutes. Assuming you've paused the video and you've answered the questions, here are the answers. So here you were asked to complete the table. So for y equal x, it means whatever value of x you have, y should be that number. And whatever value of y you have, x should be that number. And then you were asked to write the values in the table as coordinates. And here they are. Next, you were asked to plot the points. And here it is. Next, you were asked, is the point 3, 4 above or below the line y equal x? It is above. So if you look, the point 3, 4 means we need to go along 3. And then we need to go 4. So you can see it's above the line. Pause the video and answer questions 2 and 3 in 2 minutes. Assuming you've paused the video and you've answered the questions, here are the answers. Let's discuss them. So here you are asked, are these statements always true, sometimes true, or never true? You are asked to give a reason for your answer. For A, you were asked the line y equals x is the same as the line x equals y. Always, they are the same equation. Yes, we just simply swapped it around. The line y equals x is at 45 degrees to the x-axis. Well, not always, because we saw a line when we changed our scale. We will see that the line would change its angle of slant, but it is still the line y equals x. So sometimes it depends on the scale used on the axis. For C, you were asked the line y equals x passes through the 4th quadrant. Well, never, right? You can see because the line y equals x starts from the bottom left and rises to the top right. So it starts from the 3rd quadrant and passes through to get to the 1st quadrant. So it can't be true. Next, we were asked to take the coordinates that lie on the line y equals x. Well, the coordinates you need to take are the coordinates that are actually the same in value. So 3a is the same as a plus 2a. Here you have 5.6 and 5.6 for the y coordinate. Pause the video and answer question 4 in 2 minutes. Assuming you've paused the video and you've answered question 4, here are the answers. Let's discuss them. So here you are asked to give a reason why each graph is not the line y equals x. Well, this does not pass through the origin, and this has a negative gradient. So it's going in the opposite direction. Okay, let's look at some new learning. Here is this question. You've been asked, does the line y equals x go through point A? Well, what condition must we satisfy for we to say that a point is on a line y equals x? Well, looking at point A, we can see that the value of x is negative 4.1. You can see it here. You're being told what it is. And the value of y is negative 4. Well, if we were to write the coordinates, we would write it like this. We would say, well, the coordinate of point A is negative 4.1 and negative 4. Well, we can say that the point does not lie on the line y equals x, otherwise these values would be equal. So the answer is no. Negative 4.1 is not equal to negative 4. It's now time for you to pause the video and answer other practice questions to practice and consolidate your learning. Pause the video and answer questions 5 and 6 in 2 minutes. Assuming you've paused the video and you've answered questions 5 and 6, here are the answers. Let's discuss them. So for question 5, you want to ask the points D 0, 0, 4, 0, and F4, 4 join to make the triangle DEF. And here it is. So whenever you get questions, it's good to sketch it out. You're being asked, what is the equation of the line that passes through these points? Well, we can start to write. The equation of this line would be y equals 0. We could also write here x equal 4, you can see. And we can also write here y equal x, because you can see 4, 4. And then next we are asked to find the area of the enclosed square, enclosed triangle. Well, you can see here the value from here to here, okay, will be 8 square. So if we look at it, it's 8 square units. How do we know? Is because here to here is 4, and the value from here to here is 4. The difference in the x value is 4, and the difference in the y value is 4. So it is 8 square units because the triangle is half of a square. Next, you will ask, this graph, the graph of y equals x has been plotted wrong because it is not steep enough. Well, he's not right, because in our previous example, we saw that you could have different steepness for graphs of y equals x. Pause the video and answer questions 7 and 8 in 3 minutes. Or 2 minutes should be sufficient, I think. Assuming you've paused the video and you've answered questions 7 and 8, here are the answers. So question 7, you are asked, which of these is not the line y equals x? Well, surely this one, because if we solve this equation, let's look at it. So by now, you should know how to solve equations. It means we have to remove x from this side. So we have to subtract x from the left side, and we'll have to subtract x from the right side. So this will become y equals negative x. So it's this one. But if we do the same here, that will be y equals x. If we solve this one, it's going to be y equals x. All right. If we divide both sides by 3 to make y the subject here, if we x at 0 is obviously x. All right. So that should be the value. And then you ask the lines y equals x and x equal a enclose a triangle with the x and y axis. You're asked to find the area of the triangle when a is equal to 5. And here is the answer. Okay. So that should be 12.5 square units. Then next you will ask, if the area of the triangle is 50, what is the value of a? This one, you do substitution, a will be 10. And then the formula for the area of the triangle will be half a squared. And that brings us to the end of our lesson. So in this lesson, you have learned how to recognize and use the line y equals x. Until next time, take care of yourself and bye-bye.